Hello, crafty YouTubers. It's the Cranky Crafter here. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm coming on because I'm going to be doing my last DT project for the wonderful Pootles Papercraft here on YouTube and on the internet and on Facebook. She's Pootles Papercraft, the lovely Sam Hammond Donald, and I hope I got that around the right way. And this is the last one, quite sad really, and we're going to be doing another design team project using this gorgeous orange blossom stamp set, which I cannot stop using because it is absolutely gorgeous. um, and today, as my niece has just had a baby, I picked up some of these, and they're little hand gels, sanitizer hand gels called Mum and Me. And where are we? There we go. And I thought I would make a little box, a little token box to go for one of these to go in. And now I made, this is the prototype, um, just a little box. As you can see, it's got all my directions on it, but this is what we're going to be making because this fits inside there just nicely, like so. And but we're going to be using the orange blossom stamp set because it is orange, and we're going to be using the colors we're going to be using is Peekaboo Peach and Pumpkin Pie, because I thought they go quite well. This is quite a dark orange and this is quite a light orange, so I thought they would contrast quite well together. And then on top of that we're going to use Pear Pizzazz, because the Peekaboo Peach and the Pear Pizzazz are quite light colours, and we have and it contrasts with the dark colour with the Pumpkin Pie. So this is what we're going to do, and so we're going to make the little box. What you will need is you will need your orange blossom stamp set, which I've got already ink blocked up. Ready. And we're going to be using, this is totally random stamping because I haven't actually done it with the stamps yet, so this is just going to be total random stamping. But you can see how it works and how my mind works when it doesn't work. To be honest, it's just a case of just do it, Sarah. So this is a case of just doing it, Sarah, with this gorgeous orange blossom stamp set, which I think you'll agree you'll love. Right now, I'm going to be using the Peekaboo Peach cardstock. You will need a piece that is 6.5 by 6 inches. Then you will also need a piece that is, where's my measurements, 2 5/8 by 1 1/8, and this is for the little tag. I didn't back this one and I wish I had have done, so that's what this is for. And then you will need a piece of very vanilla cardstock, which is 2.5 by 1 inch, and that will be this is your front tag. So put that one to one side. Then I've cut a piece of very vanilla at 6 inches by 6 inches. We are going to stamp on this and then cut it for our panels to go on our box. So this is just a rough guesstimate of how much we need. I did this one with a Petal Garden DSP, and I used one sheet of 6 by 6 cardstock, so hence why I've cut this at 6 inches by 6 inches, because I know it will fit. And we're just going to randomly stamp on this, so we're going to put this to one side for a moment and we're just going to do have a bit of fun stamping. So I think at first we're going to use the large stamp and the pumpkin pie. When I say the large stamp, I mean the large flower stamp. That's this one here. So we're going to use that, and we're going to use our, it's like a little pansy really, so we're going to use that now. All my blocks are already inked up, stamped up, so I should really, oh, what's happened there? I don't know what's happened there. I should should really put a piece of scratch paper underneath. I should have tested all these, shouldn't I, really? But never mind. Don't know what's happened there. It's not got none in the middle. Wonder if I can. There we go. Oh well, that'll do. Maybe I didn't ink it up properly. So just randomly, yes, that's better, isn't it? Just randomly stamp. And don't forget to stamp off, because you want it to look as random as possible. Oh, what's going on? Come on, Sarah, ink it up properly. I'm going to make a right mess of this. Right, well, turn it over and start again. Don't know what's happening with this. It's not stamping very well at all. Make sure you ink it up nicely. That's better. Come on. There we go. I've not used this pumpkin pie ink yet. It should be really juicy, so I'm not quite sure why it's not very inky. It's dried out a little bit. I'm going to leave that because I've got a little middle bit to do. I'm going to stamp off a little bit on the edges as well. Let's put one in here. Oh, let's go on it again. I think it's where I'm not pressing very hard at all. I haven't got a lot of strength in me bones. I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry. There we go. Then I finish with the pumpkin pie. Then I'm going to use the Peekaboo Peach, and I'm going to stamp this one here, which is the 3, where are you? There you go. The 3 little flowers there. And let's hope and pray that these work. Let's have a look. Oh yes, that's much better. So just randomly stamp these. Oh, don't tilt it like I've just done, because look what happens. I knew I'd done that then. But it doesn't matter. Don't panic. It doesn't matter. Right, that's that. Now we're going to use our pear pizzazz. And we're going to stamp our leaf pattern here. Let's make sure that's okay. Yep. I'm going to put a bit of green into it. There we go. Isn't it pretty? Oops, never mind. So everywhere you think it needs a bit of green to break up the orange, just pop a bit in. So that tail going off there like that. Yeah, I think that looks quite pretty. So then we do the middle of the flower pansy here, which is why I said don't worry too much, because we can just pop our little, sorry, that's this one here, and we can just pop that in the middle of that. So that's why I wasn't too worried about it not stamping flush. And we're using the Pear Pizzazz still, and this is just basically just stamping in the middle of that pansy flower. Now you don't have to do this. One more over here, and there we go. So that is it done. Actually, I think I might do a little bit more, just random green, just to break up the orange a little bit more. There we go. That's it. That'll do. That's our piece of DSP made. So we can put our stamps ready to be cleaned over there when I find my stamp cleaner. And now we're going to cut this, and we need to cut it out. And we need, for the front and the back, we need 2 panels, which I'll show you an easy way to cut it. If you cut the whole lot, because it's 6 by 6 this piece, so we need 3 7/8. So 3 7/8, and cut that right across. There we go. So that's 3 7/8, and then we need 2 pieces that are 1 5/8, and let's pray this is right. So 1 4 5/8. So we need 2 of those. That's for the front and the back. So 1 and no, I've done that completely wrong, but never mind. 5/8 that side. That's it. Did I do that wrong? No, I didn't. I did it right. Oh dear, ye of little faith. Then you need 2 side pieces, which are again 3 7/8, and this time by 7/8. So it's just under the 1 inch, and just see you have 3/4 of an inch here. Let me see if I can zoom you in. You can, but I have to move that back. Well, here you have the inch, then you have 1 notch, 1 little notch, 1 large notch, 1 little notch, 1 large notch. Well, this large notch here is the 3/4 of an inch. So, and you don't want the little notch, you want the next big notch, which is a 7/8. So that's where we're going to put our cardstock. Let me check that I've got that round the right way first. 3, 3. Yes, so it's this way. So now we want to go, not that's 3/4 of an inch, we want to go to the 7/8 of an inch. Is it 7/8? Yes. And then we want to cut 2 of those. So that's 1. That's 2. So they're your side pieces. Then with this piece here, we need to cut a piece for the lid. Now the lid you need to cut is 7/8 by 1 5/8. So we're going to cut 1 5/8, which is this notch just after the half inch, and then in the middle inch between half and 3/4. I'm really messing this up. I'm really sorry. on your score, on your cutter, you will have a 1 inch, you will have a 1/4 inch, you will have a 1/2 inch, you will have 3/4 inch. To do 1 5/8, you have to go to the 1/2 inch, which is 1 4/8, and then the next larger, not this little one there because that's a 16th, this one here is 5/8. It's in between the 3/4 inch and the 1/2 inch. So that is your 5/8. I'm so sorry. I know I've messed it right up. So just get your doofer, get your piece of paper, and then you'll cut that there. And then we need to go to 7/8, which we know is just this one here, under the like so. That is your lid, your piece for your lid. So put those panels aside for a moment, and then you have all this spare. We're not going to use it, but you can use it for something completely different if you want. So that is the scrap. You could even use it for the tag if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. So then we can put the cutter away for the moment. Well, yes, put the cutter away. Get rid of your scrap paper in the bin. Then bring in your scoreboard. Now I'm going to take you back out for this, and I'm so sorry, folks, that oh, that's in. There you go. There you go. So you're going to put your piece of cardstock in at the 6-inch side, and you're then going to score at 1 3/4. You're going to score at 2 3/4. You're going to score at 4 1/2. Oh, completely messed that up. 4 1/2, which is there, and 5 1/2. I'll turn it over, and then if you can see it, you can, if you use your tool, you can actually smoothen that back out. Where's your bone folder? Get a bone folder, and you can actually, if you go out of your scores, then you're going to turn to the 6 1/2 side, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Half an inch. We're going to score at 1 1/2 inches, and we're going to score at 5 1/2 inches. That's that. That's all the scoring done. And then don't forget, you fold towards the before we fold, I'm going to do some show you where to cut out. If you can see, might bring you in a little bit closer now. That's out. I'll get this right one of these days, won't I? I'm not sure you can actually see. It would help if I had to even. There you go. You can see all the score lines now. So, what if you will see this clearer on my blog? And I'm really sorry if you can't see. Maybe if I fold them, it might make it just a little bit easier. You'll be able to see the score lines easier. There we go. That'll probably make it a little bit easier. Right. Now we're going to cut away. Where's my pen? We're going to cut away this bit here. Don't want this bit here, and you don't want any of this bit here, but you want to notch these in. So I'll show you what I mean. So first of all, we cut this away, like so. That's so. Then in order to stop this from being too bulky, we're going to snip there. I'm going to snip there. So the join will be there. So this will then be the back. So then what we want to do is we want to cut away all this section and then this bit as well. So we'll do that now. Did you see that, folks? I'm sorry. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this bit here from the top across, and we're also going to cut, I'm so sorry, I'm not keeping, let me zoom out just a tad. So we're going to cut this box here away, and then we're going to cut along there. So if you can see, there we go. So we're going to cut all this and then we're going to cut this box out too. You will see it all in pictures on my blog, and it's much easier to see and grasp because I have put and we're going to cut this actual piece out. There we go. I'm not making it really easy on myself because I'm using these scissors, but that's because I can't seem to grasp the little scissors at the moment. My hands won't let me. So that's what we have. That's all the cutting away. Now, well, now we have to cut up these score lines. So cut up these score lines and cut up this one here. So we do that first. So we cut up this score line here. Then we want to notch slightly this one here. So we take out just a slither. Just a slither there. We're also going to do the same here. And we're going to take away the slither. And a slither there. There we go. Then we're going to take out, cut up here to the first score, to that score line, cut up there to the score line, and then this one to the score line, like so. Let me zoom out so that you can see better what I'm doing. That's it, because I'm a bit worried that you're not actually seeing what I'm doing. Right, so we've done that, and now we're going to do the same with these small flaps. We're going to cut, notch, notch like that. I'm going to do the same with this one here. Notch there, notch there. That's that. So that's all the cutting for the box. Like so. I'm just going to neaten this one up because it doesn't look that neat. My hands are not really that great at the moment, so that's why. So that's what we have. We have the basis of our box like that, and now we're going to get our corner rounder, and we're going to round these two corners here. So I know they don't do this anymore, but whatever corner rounder you have, use. So just round that the corner off like that, and then we're going to put on our panels. So I'm going to use Tombow, and if this Tombow is going to behave, because I've lost the lid to it, so it's not really behaving itself. So now this is going to be the back, so pick out what piece you want for the front and what piece you want for the back. I'm going to do this piece here as my back, and this is, as you can see, where I made the mistakes. On the other side, again, see this Tombow is not wanting, it's not my friend at the moment because I lost its lid, so it's coming out however it feels. Right, so this is the back. And just pop your panels on. This is the front. And the good thing about stamping randomly is, you know, it doesn't matter which way up you put your paper on. Which is what I like. And then I just do the side panels. Oops, a bit too much come out there. Can you even see what I'm doing? Sorry folks if you can't. So that's that panel. And the last one on there, well actually it's not the last one, but it's the last of the panels. I've just got the lid one to do now. So make sure they're all stuck. And then we're just going to do this lid piece. Like so. Pop that on there. Like that. Now, before we glue the box together, I'm going to put a little hole in this bit here. And that is to tie the tag on here. We put a little hole in it. I only need one hole in the box, so I'm going to use my crocodile, and I'm going to use the smallest hole. It's easier to do it now than it is when you put the box together, so that's why I'm going to do it now. So I'm just going to pop it in and eyeball it, and just in the corner like so. Pop a little hole in that top corner, and hopefully I've done that right. So now I'm just going to, because I can see that I didn't cut very well, so I'm just going to neaten these up. So, and this one. You can do the same if you don't cut straight, like me. So now we're going to assemble the box, and if you've got fast fuse, which I don't, then use that, but if not, use wet glue or sticky strip and put your box together. I'm going to use Tombow because I have it here, and because I always think it's best to use wet glue to put boxes together. I think it holds better. So just box like that, press it down like so, like so. And it's holding. Give it a couple of minutes, a couple of secs to hold, I'm just going to wipe my sticky hands so I don't get glue bits all over the place. So now's the best time to do it. Give your hands a good wipe. Now the bottom, I put a little bit of glue on just these tabs because sometimes they stick up a little bit. So just a little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue there. Then you fold. Then you want a little bit of glue across there, like so. And then a little bit of glue on those tabs. Because this is quite a heavy-ish kind of bottle, you want to make sure that the bottom of your box is going to hold. Hence why I use so much, looks like too much glue. And then just pop your box down like so, get your bone folder and just give it a good old squidge down like so. Don't know why that's not straight. See my cutting? Look, do yours a little bit straighter. You might be able to. Mine isn't. So that's essentially your box done. It's a cute little box, isn't it? Like so. Now we're going to do the tag. And like I said, for the tag, you need a piece of cardstock measuring 2 5/8 by 1 1/8, and you need a piece of very vanilla measuring 2 1/2 by 1 inch, and we're going to round the corners of these of both of them. So just round the corner. Oops, don't throw it at yourself like I just did. Just round the corners. You don't have to, if you haven't got a corner round it, you don't have to round the corners. So right, and then because we're going to pop a hole in it, I'm going to glue this on. I'm not going to put it on dimensionals, so you won't see dimensionals. So just pop that on there. Oh, not like that. Don't do that. Pop that on like so. Get it straight, folks. Don't do it wonky like me. So like that. Then we're going to pop a little hole in the corner here. Pick one of the corners. And again, using the small corner. Using the small corner, she says. Pop a little hole in. Pop a little hole in there like that. Now we're going to stamp our sentiment, which is just a little token, and we're going to be stamping that in Peekaboo Peach. Now Peekaboo Peach is part of the 2015, no, 2016, 2018. Whoops a daisy. 2016, 2018. Range of colours, in colours. And then we're going to get some beautiful ribbon, which is this is white sheer ribbon, and it is a 1/8 of an inch, and it is white. So and we're just going to cut about that much. We're going to open the lid of our box. We're going to pop our hand gel inside like so, and it fits really nicely in there. And then we're going to put our ribbon through the tag and then through the hole, come up over the top of the box like so, and then out the box. And then we're going to turn it upside down because I can't do bows up the right way. I can only do them upside down. If I try to do it, want to sort of bring it to the front a little bit. If you can't, I try to do it up the right way, but it always ends up upside down. So if I do it upside down, it tends to then work out around the right way. Don't know why. So my tails want to sit the wrong way for some reason. So like if you do it upside down like I've just done, and then the tails then sit the right way. So it's just pull that a little bit, pull that one a little bit, like so, then snip. Oops, come on down a little bit, snip again. What's that? There we go. Just a little token. And then if you've got a little bit of bling, you can pop a little bit of bling on, which I'm going to find now. And I've got these, which are rather lovely, and these are the glitter enamel dots, and these are super pretty. Look, they're an ombre effect. Aren't they gorgeous? And I'm just going to use a couple of these, and I know these aren't the right colours, but I'm going to use them anyway because they're so pretty. And they've got these ones up here which I'm going to use. I'm not sure what colour that is. I'll have to find out what colour that is. But we're going to use the green ones. So I'm just going to get my little pokey tool and use a couple of these. They're so pretty. Put one there, and then we'll have one there like that. And there you have it, folks. You have my. Let's get everything out of the way. There you have it. That's my little box made for my niece's little gift. And I'm really sorry that this video is all up in the air. I have not been well. I'm in the middle of a house move, and I'm going to be having no internet for the next 2 weeks. So I'm kind of trying to get things done before my internet goes off, because obviously it's going to end here when I move at the weekend. I'm moving this weekend, and so I'm having to rush everything and get projects done. This one I had to do because it was for the lovely Sam Donald and my niece, who's just had a lovely little baby girl. And so this will be going in with the present that I've done for my new great niece. This is for Mum. This is for just a little something for her, because sometimes I think, God, I'm not even in frame. I'm so sorry. because you know, this is for the mum, because mums tend to get missed out. So I hope she likes this little gift. And thank you for joining me. I hope you give the box a go. I have to say, this stamp set is so, so pretty. All the projects that I've made, I've loved. I've even used it on cards and all sorts. And don't forget that the pieces of DSP that you made, the handmade cardstock that's left, you can use on other projects. So, you know, make some more projects while you're at it. So thank you much for joining me, and see you very soon. Bye for now.